Hi everyone, my name is Javi and I can draw, and today I'm going to show you the process of designing a character. It's going to be a little lazy kid. Well, let me show you what I'm thinking. Now, if you haven't seen the last video that is going to be linked below, I am working on a children's book and I have to do a few character designs. So I have some ideas of what the character is going to be about according to the script. Now, this is going to be a character that is around 9 years old or so. Is going to be all lazy, like sleepy, like he doesn't care about anything. He just wants to keep on sleeping and doesn't pay attention at school and doesn't hear what people are telling him. So that's the only indication that I got for the character. Now, I wrote this here on the screen. Like lazy, sleepy, and distracted. I'm going to put it as big as I can. Lazy, sleepy, and distracted. And what I did was I went to try to find character designs or reference or gestures that would give me an idea of something that I would like. And this is kind of what I found. It's a bit of a rush job. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't look much into it. I should have done a little bit more research. But I'm thinking about all these, you know, if you see what is in common with all these images, is that all these characters are sleepy or drowsy or they don't care. And the things that I'm taking from this, if I'm going to write it, and you know what, I am going to write it. I'm going to write what I'm taking from this. It's going to be, wait a second. It's going to be bad posture. I'm going to take this up. Going to be bad posture. It's going to be sleepy eyes. It is also going to be messy hair, right? And the bad posture because, well, I started thinking about lazy and I thought about, well, is there any animal or something that would give me the idea of a lazy animal? And I found, of course, the sloth, which is like super lazy animal. But they're so cute, and so maybe like sloth-like character. So these are the notes that I have based on these ideas. So, you know, bad posture, sleepy eyes, messy hair, sloth-like. I think that's enough to start, I guess. So, well, I'm going to stop recording for a minute, and I'm going to start drawing, and I'll come back as soon as I have something good to show you, alright? Let's do this. Okay, I'm back, and this is the drawing that I did, and I have to be honest with you, I thought that I was going to hate this a lot more, but I'm actually liking a lot how this looks. Now, well, in this drawing that I did of the character, he's wearing a backpack because he is supposed to wear a backpack in the illustration in the book. I can take the backpack away. I think I like it even more without the backpack, but I like that I kind of make the backpack just baggy, so it hangs a lot, and you know, it also it's not a tight backpack, but it's like all lazy and hanging like his clothes. That's why I started doing this like, let me do another layer with another color so we can go through this. So, you know, this cut is going to be really low and the shirt is going to be hanging a lot. And there is this S shape. You see that, right? There's like a super lacy stance. And I like the face, I like the head, I like the messy hair. I don't know, maybe I know that I should be struggling with this a lot more, but I'm kind of happy with what I got. I know that there's probably a lot of things that I could change about this. I still haven't, like, I have to let it breathe a bit. But, well, I want to try something still from this. You know, if the silhouette is so important on a character, let's draw a silhouette around the character and see how that goes. I may skip this as well. Okay, so now I'm seeing the silhouette. It doesn't look as lacy as it looks in the non-silhouetted version anymore. Something I really like of what I did, that is something that I learned working on my posture, is that you'll see, and when you're looking at someone, I know I should be screaming a little bit, but when you meet someone and they have their shoulders hunched, it means that all of their arm is rotating forward like this, and it means that the arm is not going to be hanging like this, like you would do in a character design, but it's going to be like this. They're going to be doing this. That's what they usually, people with the hunched shoulders, they just put their hands in the pocket like this because they keep the hands this way. And, you know, it brings it together like this. So if you pay attention, like people with the hunched shoulders, shy people or lazy people, they just have their hands like this instead of this. So I did that to the design. I like that a lot because it resembles the hand of a sloth. But at the same time, now I'm looking at the silhouette and I think that I could go a little bit further into the lazy aspect of the kid. I don't know how that's going to work. I'll come back in a minute. Let's see how that goes. Okay, I'm back. So I want to show you a bit what I did so you can understand it better. What I did was I grabbed the original silhouette that I had of the kid. Where is that silhouette? It's here. I'm going to move it just a bit. I put it here on the kid and I started doing some modifications in order to get the gesture and the feeling of laziness that I wanted more. So I worked on maybe making the legs just a bit more, like feeling a little bit more heavy or grounded. I bended them just a bit so it doesn't look so like he's standing so straight. I lowered the head and lowered the neck just a bit, and I tried to simplify the shapes of the messy hair, because I know that this is for a children's book, so I can just go with kinda messy and just wing it from there. But in case that you're doing something like an animated character or something like that, well, there has to be something a little bit more synthesized, so to speak. So that is what I did, and just give me 1 second. And I started based on that few like spikes that I did on the silhouette. I did this second design of the character on top of the silhouette, making the changes, and then I did a third from what I learned, that the third is the one that makes me just a little bit happier. The thing is that I believe that the hair is still a little bit too messy for something like animation. That is not my strength anyway. But I'm going to try to be faithful to this third design, and I'm going to try to put the character in some quick poses to see what happens. They have to be like really lazy poses because this is not a very active character anyway. So I'm going to start sketching and I'll get back to you with my conclusions. Okay, I'm back. And when I was doing these illustrations, I realized that on the book the character is most of the time asleep. So if I had to use any actions based on what the character was doing on the book, I had to choose between being asleep on the floor, sleep on top of an animal, asleep tied to a tree, and well, that wasn't much fun. I still did a few different poses because I didn't want to do 1,000 and bore you. And I kinda like what I have. Of course that, you know, since I only did basically one sketch and then I tried to pose this character based on that particular sketch, proportions are not final or set or anything, and I still have a lot of work to do if I wanted to keep working on this particular character. But I also wanted to, well, first of all, I want to tell you that I'm super satisfied with how this character looks. Like, it looks as lazy as it needs to look. I did him one running with scare. He has really short legs though. Running scare, and well, the expression on the face is a little bit different. I will have to work on it so it can look like the same character actually when it doesn't look. But I wanted to show you the design that I'm using on the book for the lazy kid. And you will see that because I didn't do any of the process that I just told you about, the difference in how that might look. So here is the kid, and he looks absolutely nothing like the kid I just showed you. But if you ask me to draw some lazy, drowsy, sleepy kind of kid, would you believe me that is this one or that is this one? Because I think that the difference is pretty obvious, that this one is a lot better design. And well, that's just one of the characters. Tomorrow I'm going to do a big bad wolf wearing a leather jacket. I don't know how that's going to go, but I think that I can find a lot more good reference than the one I did for the lazy kid. So that's going to be it for today. My name is Javi and I can draw. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!